Do both. Oh, I can record and do live. Perfect. So I've been wanting to do a video for a while. There have been a lot of updates since I last played. I've been playing Ultima Outlands again probably about a month ago. There's been a lot of changes with taming. I haven't really explored a lot of other changes, whatever there has been. I don't even know what there is, honestly, besides the taming patches that happened recently. And the taming patches, as far as I know, include, well, the new pets from Mausoleum 4, and then, what else is there? What else is there? Vet can heal your tamer and increases heals for magery, greater heals and regular heals to your pets. You can res other players with vet alone. You don't need healing. So there have been a lot of good changes for the taming world, and pets in general are a lot stronger than they were when I last played. For some reason, I'm spacing why. I think, oh yeah, the classes for pets. You have a new bestiary, so they updated the bestiary. It has point distribution, kind of like the codexes. It's basically a codex now for pets. And then once you level up your pets, you can distribute points evenly or however you want to power them up for wherever you're going, whichever dungeon you're going to. Well, today's video wasn't really about that, but I was going to explore the new dungeon or the expansion to Aegis Keep. I'm bringing these 3 pets, the drowned dragon and 2 sandmucks. Sandmucks probably won't do very well because they don't have high health. The higher the health, the better in this dungeon since there's so many bleeds. But special resist for pets would be amazing. So you don't get hit by so many bleeds, hopefully. Let me display my build real fast. So on live server, I've been running this build. It is just a power tamer, basically. Has herding. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I have herding at 100 for pet damage, and then vet at 120 helps with self heals and healing your pets really well. I'm more of a defensive player than an offensive player, so that's why I didn't bring herding to 120 and brought vet to 120 instead. It's just easier in emergency situations when your pets die. You can revive them a lot easier with a vet kit. So I'm running with no chains, just on the test server, just to test it out. No links, I mean. On live server, I have, follower damage, follower speed, a little bit of resistance, and special loot chance because I like special loot. And then the aspect I'm running at the moment is tier 14 command. Of course, that's not as realistic for some people because of how expensive it is now. On live server, I'm at tier 11. So let's run with tier 11 on the test and see what happens. I should just spawn. And if anyone doesn't know, this is the test server. You can spawn anything you want. It's like creative mode on, what do you call that? Minecraft. You can pretty much spawn anything. So let's see. I'm just going to mimic what I have on the live server. I don't have many links yet, but that's all I got, I think, for pet links. All right. Yeah, that looks right. So I don't know if I can survive without a max chain or not down here. We'll see. So you can go anywhere you want by typing command go on the test server, and it'll bring up this menu where you can go anywhere, and we're gonna pick Aegis Keep level 4. This is the north entrance from level 3, and I'll show you what that is. Oh, it looks like someone was just down there. Lots of mobs. So this wall will open up on a live server when they make this dungeon live. Let's see how we can do here. So creatures can see through the ceiling, which sucks. Since someone pulled everything to the door, we're not gonna go that side. We're gonna go to this side. So this is the south entrance. So when you get in, you want to run down real fast, just so things don't see you. You don't want everything to pull at the same time. Oops. Oh no, that's fine. For some reason that thing is like killing our mucks here. Oh my goodness. We're not going to kill the golem. He recovers far too quickly. This is kind of crazy without links. Like, I've been testing this dungeon with links, and this isn't going to work. That's funny. Let's see if I can heal here. Okay. So see, it's really difficult actually. It's already a failure. It was not this difficult when I was testing with links. So obviously it's important to have a high aspect and links, otherwise you're gonna die down here. So let's try bumping up the aspect to 14. We'll see how that goes. The blood golems in general are just hard to kill. They take forever to kill. They're kind of like void slimes. They keep recovering over and over and over. So it's best to take care of the other mobs around before you focus on them. Let's see if we can... Oh, shit. Forgot to grab pets with me. So the gore tusk, that's one of the new tamables. It's really good. Like, it's too good. I basically told them, or reviewed it, saying way too powerful because it's a pack animal. And it's pretty much the strongest tame in the game. If they release this live. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh boy. I don't know why they keep going after the sand mucks. Let's see. Oh, okay. My drowned dragon was not the aggro. So we're gonna do our best, but man, we're gonna get destroyed down here. This is bad. Alright, so I think you're gonna need links if you're gonna play this dungeon at all. I don't think they've made it any harder. I just made myself weaker. Oh boy. Alright, let's go back to Prevalia. I kind of want my vest though. Let me see if I can... I'll revive right at the door or something. Come on, man. Oh, man. Ah, I have two bodies right on top of each other, probably. Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll go back to Prevalia and we'll get stronger. Oops. fill our links up, and we won't struggle so much. Okay. My open vest is on my body. Alright, so what we're going to do is fill up our links with follower damage, attack speed, and I'm going to do a little bit of resist and a little bit of vet. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack speed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we'll do that alchemy vet bonus. I can't remember if I ran command down here or water aspect. Probably did water for bigger heals and hindering. I just don't remember. I also don't remember what team I ran. I think I had a dark scale instead of the drowned dragon because it has the ability debilitate, like it makes the enemy weaker. Let's try that. Oops. I don't even know. The stable situation is crazy. I keep deleting pets, so I don't have anything on live or on test. We'll just spawn a dark scale here. These ones are perfect pets, so they're a little bit stronger than most. But that's okay for testing purposes. Let's see, we'll do dark scale. Then what I've been pairing with it is an incubus or earth mephite. Let's just do the earth mephite. I don't know if it's mephit or mephite. I have no idea, but I call it mephite. Let's see. We don't want to take aggro. Alright, so we're going to do carry on for sure. Beasting. We want debilitate. Metabolism. We'll do self-healing a lot there. And one breaker. We'll try that. Okay. Let's try this again. We'll go to the other side. Oh god, there's always so much there. Why? I don't know why they don't go back to their original positions, like... Here, we'll try to get the gore dust first. Yeah, so this is much tankier. This, oh shit. Stop it! But yeah, it obviously helps, having resist on your chain. Although, I mean, they're still dying. I had a bad start here. Oh my god. Yeah, usually the mobs don't all like hang out right at the entrance like this, so hopefully that gets fixed on live, like they make them go back to their original positions. Otherwise it's like Someone's gonna be dying at the entrance. Alright. We can handle one mob at a time. So I can kind of go through each mob and talk about what they do. Like this particular one, the golem, he just recovers a lot of health. Does a lot of damage, obviously, too. But he recovers like every, I don't know, 10 seconds. He's kind of too strong, in my opinion. Then again, this is like a group dungeon, so you're gonna want to come down here in big groups to take down an enemy like this. Because the difficulty rating is only at 280, and that's not very high. It won't give very much gold. So the miner here that's coming, he throws explosives, and he's a lot easier than like the golem here. You just basically pull your mobs out of the way so you don't get hit by a fuse. Obviously I didn't do that very well, but oh my goodness. I don't think they made the mobs harder since I played last, but it seems like it. Can't kill the golem in the entrance. That's stupid. Alright, I guess we're gonna leave the golem alone because I can't beat him. Silly to say. But you can see, like, the miner is almost dead already. Just by attacking him shortly. So it's like obvious there needs to be a few rebalances with mobs. The golem specifically. Like I remember having a hard time beating him before too because he just recovers so much. I really do wonder if they rebalance this or something because I am struggling a lot more this time than I was before. Like I was soloing it just fine. So I'm curious. Oh, torch. Well, that's discouraging. Let's see. I'm gonna try to go to the other side. See if we can like beat any of those mobs. Let's see, level 4. Let's see what happens here. No. Mob's almost dead already. My mob. What a disaster. Like I said, I'm pretty certain that the mobs are not going to be pooling at the door like this on live. And that's the problem, I think, because when I was testing this before, you can pull one mob at a time, 2 at the most. Like, that's kind of how it was. This is a little bit ridiculous. Okay, 4 mobs, that's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Too much. At the doorway. Well, I guess I won't be showing Aegis 4, but you can obviously see how difficult it can be, I guess, if you get too many mobs pulled on you. In a group, perfectly fine. Yeah, I ran into a few other players down there, and they were wrestling, and they're taking one mob at a time for the most part. And if they took more than one, then they would die. So it's a little bit harder. It's kind of like Moz 4 in a way. Like, that dungeon's pretty hard to do solo as well. But it's easier than this one, that's for sure. This one just causes so much bleed. You know what I could try is have a tank just with resist damage, or resist to bleeds. Let's try that. Let's do the Devour Beetle, because it's pretty strong, honestly. It's like a grave bug, except more health. One of them, and what? Drowned Dragon. We'll try this team. We're gonna take him off aggro. Alright, so we want punishment, swoop. Let's do metabolism still. And breaker. Scour. Tolerance, survival, deflection, mending. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna try to go to this level again. So funny, it's making me nervous even being on test server. Oops. Oh my god, Devour Beetle's almost dead already. Oh boy, oh boy. What a dungeon. Don't like that corpus thing. Let's try to kill the perjury. Oh, shit. That's the corpus at work, I think. Oh boy. Ah, I'm dead. That's for sure. That's why I usually use all guard. Oh boy. Let's see if I can get my stuff and escape. Oh no. That is not a portal out. That's funny. Maybe it is for a dead person. Oh no. Well, I'm giving up. How about that? Oops. Let's revive myself first. So it seemed like the tank is even worse than the Drowned Dragon is a tank. campaign, yeah. Alright, I'm going back to live server. After deleting these. Oh, hi Meadow. Sorry, I missed all your messages. Yeah, oh yeah, 10 Aegis damage gold links, that would be great. It's terrible though. It's usually not that crazy, I guess. Like I said, you'll fight one mob at a time, but yeah, snowdrifts won't survive. Just to answer that question. They'll die in like 2 seconds. Oh, they made it harder. Okay, on Discord. No wonder. It's like before I was in there and I was soloing and I was doing fine. I was like, oh yeah, this isn't that bad. But I can't even get past one mob. It's funny. But yeah, it's definitely harder than Moz 4. Like, actually, let me go to Moz 4 and I'll show you guys how it is. It's not bad at all. If they made Moz 4 harder, then it would be the equivalent to what I was just doing. Like, I can't even play with that dungeon being that hard. You have to go in a group, I guess. But what I usually do in Mausoleum by myself, I just use a Drowned Dragon and 2 sandbox. And you can bring the Radiant Burrow Bug as well. And yeah, I can hear you guys talk, or I can see you guys talk, but it's on another screen. Like, I don't have 2 monitors, so I can't really see the chat. Eventually I'll get another monitor to help with that. All right. Let's go. I want to find my open vest, but oh well. Perfect. So Moz 4, I do it alone all the time. And I don't even have links, really. They're not filled out, and I'm only tier 11 for the aspect. So it should be pretty smooth with all the upgrades I have. So I usually go in the top entrance. This is the southern entrance, but this is fine for now. So who are we attacking? I don't even know. We're just gonna all attack one of the Void Slimes. So Void Slimes, they're pretty weak when you have like a Manticore. Manticores are really good against them just because they poison. So it makes the regen a lot less than their current regen. I haven't been farming with the Manticore a lot lately. I've been using the Drowned Dragon. I just like it a lot. It's super strong. You get more damage in the second round of its cooldown ability just because when the Pierce, when that effect runs out, you do damage. I forget how much, but it has to do with punishment. Let's see. So you do 1.5 damage, like yeah, that's a lot. Every time your effect runs out, so it's more than max damage. And since you hit twice on one enemy, you have 2 pierce effects, so then it hits them twice with the scour thing. Or punishment, excuse me. So we're gonna hide, just so our shadow doesn't get us. Actually, he didn't care. I always hide behind walls when I reflect a shadow because then it won't attack you. It'll attack your tank instead. These guys are pretty easy overall if you have the right team. You can run in for a heal too before he does area damage to you. There we go. And these mobs, oh, this is a Sanctuary Dungeon right now, I think, even on test. Yeah, so these, no, I think that should be a lot more, the money for that mob. Yeah, so money is like reduced in here right now. But difficulty is the same, so you can kind of see how difficult the mobs are. I think overall, like this dungeon, it does a lot of disease from certain enemies, like the Dark Scale and the Emphazunes. And then you get the delayed damage and poison from manticores. Bleeds from this mob down here. Flesh mob. It's a pretty crazy dungeon when you get deeper. I'll try to go a little bit deeper in the dungeon. I think my least favorite enemy is called the Muddled Vampire Hunter. His range is insane. I stand really far back and use long shot on those enemies. But yeah, overall, it's really easy to solo. You just stand by your creature for most enemies and just heal the tank. And you can heal through most damage. Some enemies will change into water aspect just for bigger heals and hinders. It helps a lot against the vampire I don't even know how to say it, consort. She's like the guardian at the northern entrance. I'll get into the deeper parts of the dungeon. There's some areas that I've gone in, like portals, right in this room up here. You go in a portal and you die instantly. There's like 3 enemies in there, I think. And they do AoE damage, like really big AoE damage, like the phantasms. It's like magical damage that hits you 100% of the time and just does like all your health in one blow. I think you need like resist chains and whatnot, chain links to survive certain enemies like that. Alright, let's try to get the shadow glass. Oh boy. So we're gonna run back a little bit. I always wear leather like a stupid person. You should be wearing something a little more defensive. I just typically buy leather off of the regular merchant. I'm not very defensive in that sense. Not very smart with my choice. See, like that wouldn't have done so much damage if I would have had better armor. Alright, send him back in. Oh boy. There we go, got him. I think we're all attacking slime, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, Monspore is a lot gentler. Oops, I didn't attack down soon enough. You can at least solo with like 1 enemy at a time or 2 enemies at a time, no problem. As long as you have a little bit higher aspect, you're okay. So beyond this point, beyond the like first, let's just call it level 1 of level 4, it's not that bad, but then you go beyond, this is going to damage me. Okay, there we go. So in here you have this muddled vampire hunter. He has like super long range, so basically to target him you want to either be a mage or have long shot. I'm nervous to even attack him. He'll kill me in one hit. The vampiric consort, she's doable. We'll pull her over. But yeah, beyond this point right here, there's some really hard enemies. You can still do it solo, but it's kind of scary. I want to get over there, but nervous. Incubus has a super long range for its spells, so you just want to be careful not to get too close to it. There we go. She'll come over. Aw, hindered her. Yeah, we just want her to get away from the Incubus. There we go. Then we're going to go back to Arcane. There's 2 of these enemies at the northern entrance, and as an archer it's pretty easy. You can hinder her, and you can even use maiming if you want to have a long hinder so you can hit her more often. Otherwise she'll go into stealth mode and then do big bleeds on your creature. Oops, I messed up that heal, I think. But you just want to heal constantly, otherwise your tank will die. I think she drops like 2,000 gold or something when it's not the Sanctuary dungeon. Alright, this guy, the Incubus, he does a lot of, what do you call it? It's, hindering? I forget what they call it though. Hexing and hinders, yeah. It's like a lull effect, sleepy effect. Alright, so he's pretty easy. So Gristle, this enemy sends out tentacles on top of wherever you're standing, so it's best to move around while you're fighting it. Flesh Weaver is super easy. It's just mage, a mage. So we're going to pull her with long shot. Oh, dang it. That didn't quite work. Ugh, she keeps walking far away. We'll get the Gristle guy. So you see the limbs. You want to basically move off of those spaces. Otherwise, it's pretty strong. Your creatures are just going to get hit by it every once in a while. Oops. But yeah, 277 for the difficulty. And obviously it's not as hard as Aegis 4 fighting that golem. The golem that we were fighting was 280 difficulty. So the same difficulty, but way easier. Most of these enemies are pretty easy, actually. Let's try to get Flesh Weaver over here. Oh, here she comes. Come on, go get her. Let's see the difficulty rating on that. 223. Yeah, you just keep your distance in Moz 4 as an archer or mage, and nothing will really hit you. Let's see. I forget what this guy does. We'll pull him over. He looks scary, but I don't think he's that bad. It's like, why do they always walk in the opposite direction? That's so annoying. Gonna come over. Okay, we'll try to fight 2 at once and see what happens. Oh, okay, so it's just like a purger. It's like, yeah, purges. That's not so bad. I guess when it's not targeting you. It's pretty strong against creature, I saw. Yeah, that'd probably kill me in one hit, just considering how much it's doing to the dragon. So this is one of those enemies that it's really helpful to have water, in my opinion, just because you can hinder a lot and do big heals. And your pets may not do as much damage, but I think it's just worth healing your pet up and then doing hinders. Stop it from doing it special. So the room up here in the north, I've gone in there a couple times. I've killed everything around this area. They're not so bad, I guess. A little tough, but this guy up here, it's this big dragon. What is it? Fell Beast. You have to have a group for him. He'll kill your pets in like one go. I've never fought this. Oh my god, an Entizun rune. That's funny. I never seen that. That's a lot of disease in there. Let's try to fight this person. Oh, okay. That was a lot. I don't know what's happening. That is a lot to deal with. Alright, we can't handle that. That would be a group enemy right there. Alright, let's run back. When people try to get out of here, it's crazy. Like, they pull so many mobs on you. So just be ready for that, too, when people are running for their lives. Like, don't blame them for dragging mobs on you. They would die if they didn't do that. I don't know why I'm going out this way. I could just use the go function, but this is a good example how I run out of here. Almost dying every time. Why is the Banshee coming up this way? Okay. Alright, now I can answer questions or chat. Too stressful to chat in there. That's why I don't do voice chat when I'm playing most of the time. I just get too stressed out. Alright. Let's see. So I think the Aegis Torch, or what is it called? Aegis, that's how you pronounce it. The Aegis Torch drops in the lower level, but I don't know for sure. I seem to get one every single time I play, so it might be like an event drop. Like everyone gets one in their bag if they participate. Who knows? Yeah, Moz 4 is just easier. Like I don't even have my chain on live server, and I'm at tier 11, and I can solo Moz 4 pretty easily, except for the deeper parts. And honestly, that's how Aegis 3 should be. Like, or sorry, Aegis 4. Aegis 4. It's a small dungeon overall, or dungeon level. Mons 4 is much bigger, and they have teleporters to bring you to deeper, harder stuff. So the beginning of Aegis 4 should be doable for the most part solo if you're careful, and then the deeper parts should be the way more difficult mobs that you can't handle alone. It's like Mons 4. It just kind of makes sense because it'll attract players to go in at least and try it out. Otherwise, you're gonna have you're just gonna have players not even going down to Aegis 4 at all because it's too hard. Let's see. Can't wait for them to fix the stables. Pets are like out of order no matter what you do. Even the filter system doesn't seem to work. I have too many pets to like filter through them, or not be able to filter through them. On live server, I think I have like this whole thing filled up. At least 186 slots worth. Alright, well, that's really all I was showing. I was going to show Aegis 4, and obviously I can't do that now. It's just too hard, so you, I guess, beware that you have to be in a group when you go down there now. And that's just how the dungeon's going to be, I guess. And if you're a tamer and you want to tame something new and fun, the Gore Tusk, it's like the best pet, and it can hold 150 stones. Its bleed ability doesn't work in PVM, not right now. I tested it out and maybe they fixed it, I don't know. But you can spawn the pet on this purple statue. We'll try him out. You know, I was running him alone with no other pets. He's only 3 slots, so you can have 2 more slots of pets if you want. But you can run him alone, and he's pretty much the strongest pet in the game. I was like, you can't make the strongest pet in the game also be a packy. Like, that's not right. Yeah, he's still really strong, so they haven't fixed his strength or anything. But it has the Enrage ability, which increases your melee hits. So 15% chance to increase your damage by 20% for 30 seconds. And it happens all the time. If you check the primal ability here, which you want anyway, increases the amount of passives that you get. Gore is also a passive. It's like a bleed, except better. It inflicts damage max, bleed damage over 15 seconds, which is just really high. It's just crazy. And it also applies the pierce effect, which decreases the armor of... I think pierce is what decreases armor. Yeah, it decreases the armor of the mob. So your attacks, melee attacks, will be stronger. I'll show it in battle here. It's just too strong. And for this one, you can do cornered, since it's the tank. And feral works with that enraged ability. So basically, we're going to get as many gore hits as possible to decrease the armor and do big bleeds. The bleeds, we're only doing like 4 damage before because it's broken. But if it wasn't broken, it would be just a crazy pet. Let's bring it... I always go to Aegis Keep for the demons. What do you put a damage up here? Oops. We'll do a damage test on the next demon. So it looks like they fixed the bleeds. Now they're doing the appropriate amount of damage. Before they were doing like 4 to 5 damage. Now they're doing like 50. So yeah, it's just a really good pet. Like 500 damage hits, just regular hits. That's with the Enrage. Like I said, you just have this one pet at the moment. Oh yeah, and this is water. Let me change to command. There we go. So it increases the strength a little bit. Yeah, 700 damage. That's just ridiculous. I know other pets do that, but this pet does bleeds, pierce, and it has high wrestling. It's just a good pet. Oh, he's already damaged, so we won't test his damage. Yeah, pair it with a disarm, and it's just crazy. And the stones, I think that's as much as a Bulwark can carry. It's 7,500 golden weight. Or you can put like regs on it. Let's say you want to be a leather collector and a tamer. You can put a bunch of leather on it. And it's obviously pretty tanky too because of the health that it has. I think it has as much health as most 4 slots. Yeah, it's just very high in health. You just don't have to heal it. When you have its feed ability. Let's see, feed. Yeah, it heals 10% of its health if it uses feed, which is 115 health total. So you won't need to heal it very much unless you're in like a really strong dungeon. But yeah, pair it with another 2 slot, whatever you want. I don't know what it would be, but... Oh, who's that? Is that Bread? Here, we'll take the Gore-Tusk downstairs and see what it does. Probably die immediately, but fun to try. Oh, stealther. Yeah, I guess that works. Maybe this will be a stealther dungeon. I'm just not going to heal it and see how it does against this. Blood shards are pretty easy overall. They're kind of like the, I forget, the Cavernam purple crystal things, or the ones, the Vulcanites. Oh, there it comes. Perfect timing. Oh. 2 of them? I don't know. Can I stand behind him? Will that hit me? I think I'm safe behind him. The one tile. Let's try... Oh, perfect. So I guess it's still soloable, depending on what pet you have. The Gore-Tusk is extremely strong. tanky, I mean. Just all the health he has. And the high wrestling. Yeah. So I guess tame one of those as soon as you can. Does he have resist? No, he has no special resist against bleeds, but he seems to be doing pretty good. Oops. We'll try to fight 2 enemies at once and see what happens. The miner's not too hard. Like I said, you can pull your pet away if you need to. Like this. Oops, well, that didn't work. So as soon as you see light fuse, I guess, run back. Oh boy. Oh, that other monster went away. Got him. Oops. It's not even attacking. So yeah, this guy is really strong. I definitely need one. Let's see how much gold these guys give. 1,500. Not very much gold, to be honest. That one gives good gold. Blood shard. So this guy's like the Aegis Knight, or Aegis Knight. Pull him over. I forget if he does anything special. He still falls off his horse and gives a blood cursor. Dang, he's doing a lot of damage. I don't know if he parries. I'm sure he does. Parries arrows and stuff. So you just gotta be aware of that. But pretty simple, it seems. Like, all he does is charge. I don't think he parries. He hasn't parried once yet, so that makes him really safe. And the blood cursor is just a regular one. It's super weak, so you don't really have to worry about that. So yeah, even if they made it harder, I guess you can still do it solo as long as there aren't like 5 enemies at the door, or even 3 enemies. It's too hard. But still probably not worth it. Like, just considering how much health the enemies have, they don't drop a lot of gold. And it's dangerous overall. The spawn rate is less, it seems, than it was. Before, there was a lot of spawn. So it's like they're finalizing, I think, the dungeon overall. Getting it ready for release, I think. I should get a second creature now, just because. It's crazy how you can farm with this one creature, though. So this is one of the other new tames. It's a skulker, but like a blood skulker. That's really all it does. It's cause bleed rather than disease. They're pretty good. At least they can heal themselves with the feed ability, kind of like the Gore-Tusk. So I'm curious if water would be a better aspect to run down here just for the hinders alone as an archer. Before, when Shadowspire opened up for the first time, that's what I would use. I would do water aspect. You could basically permahinder most mobs. Oh yeah, blood skippers, they're like fiery leapers, except they cause bleed. I think everything else is the same. Yeah, just blood breath that causes bleed rather than just fire and no flame strike. Flame strike is better than bleed is, in my opinion. Nice for fighting it. Yeah, I bring a lot of bandages down here. So it seems like the best tank for here is basically anything with high health. But in a group, you can bring like the... Damn, that guy... that little stealther dude, he dropped 2,800 gold. That's a lot of gold. But yeah, you can bring a fortress beetle in a group, and then everyone else can bring like offensive pets. That seems to be like a good plan. Alright, let's go back to town. Well, I'm glad I got to run a little bit of Aegis for the direction I was going. It's like a little pit, basically, and then there's a route to a few harder mobs. We can actually see it if we go to mini boss room. So the pit I was it's hard to see without a map, but the pit I was at is on the opposite end of this side of the dungeon. This side of the dungeon is the north, right? That's north, or is that west? Oops. Oh my gosh. Get out of the way. Alright, so that's the west side of Aegis 4, and I have stealth down there. I haven't fought my way through, but it's got the Drasilisk, like the Icy Drasilisk and Cavernam, except one that causes bleed. This guy, I forgot the one in Shadowspire, but the Winged Hulk, I think is what it's called. And there's one there. I don't know what he does. I think he probably causes bleed. Like everything causes bleed in here. But yeah, I haven't really fought on this side yet. I'm sure it's a little bit difficult. I saw 2 players going through, demolishing all the mobs. Just a bard and a pure mage. So it's doable. Okay, let's go back to town. We don't need to fight demons anymore. Oops. Wondering what would pair best with this guy. So it causes pierce, and it's strong in general. You know what would be really good is a utility mob of some sort that causes poison or disease, and then you can reduce the damage overall that the creature takes. So debilitate would be great. Or another option would be don't make him the tank, except he gets a lot stronger as a tank because of this cornered ability. You could put the points in feral instead of the cornered, and then maybe a point in menagerie or something. Yeah, I think I would pair a utility pet with him and then do debilitate max. So then you get as much protection as possible for him. And he'll be your tank and he'll never die and heal himself while he's destroying everything. Yeah, it's so good. Alright, I think I'm done with the test server, but yeah, for those who are watching, thanks for watching. I'll try to answer some questions here. Oh, the Aegis mobs. You know, people have already told Luthieus that they don't drop enough money for the difficulty level, so I think they're going to figure that out. Like some of the mobs in there, they shouldn't drop as much as they do. Like the little stealther bleed guy that drops almost 3k, that doesn't make any sense for like the other enemies only dropping 1,500 or 1,800 gold. So I think they'll rebalance it. A lot of people have tested the dungeon out and have given their thoughts to Luthieus, including myself. And as far as taking two, you can't take two of these gore tests that what you're talking about. It's a 3 slaughter, so you wouldn't have enough slots for 2 of them. Oh yeah, 2 tamers with 2 of those. Yeah, of course they would do totally fine. You just say all guard and they'll just destroy everything. Oh yeah, I saw the runes in there. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know which monster you're talking about, the one that kills things super fast. I think it's the befuddler thing, the bloody one. I know that one's pretty strong. I haven't been in there since they've upgraded all the mobs, but man, I will tell you, it's stressful being down there now. Like, I can hardly breathe when I'm down there. I just need to like relax, but still, it's definitely a group dungeon now. I just don't think it's worth going alone unless you like a challenge. I know some people just really like the challenge of trying to stay alive. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I am gonna stop my stream now, and I will be on live. I don't think I'm gonna stream anymore tonight, but possibly in 2 days from now. I'll have a few days off in a row. All right, have a good night. Bye.